Hello, welcome back to Truth Seekers Tea. My name is Kate, and I'm thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at what your person does not want you to know about them. So there will be an energy check-in as usual. So once you choose your pile, the first 5 to 10 minutes will be looking at your thoughts and feelings about this person, this connection. If you guys don't want to watch that, you guys can just skip to the other part of the reading. So there are 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Fantome Tarot with this raw blue calcite crystal. For pile number 2, we have the Dreamy Moon's Tarot with this orange calcite raw crystal. And for pile number 3, we have the Sacred Journey of the Bees Tarot with this clear quartz heart. So take whatever time you need. Again, there will be an energy check-in as you're choosing your pile, and there will be an extended reading for each pile, and we're just going to figure out the topic as we go along depending on what comes through in your reading. So stay tuned for that. If you guys do really feel like your pile resonates, I'll have it linked down below. I'll have the timestamps linked down below, along with the names of these decks in case you guys are curious, and any other information about me. So other than that, let's get into your reading, and I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Fantome Tarot and this blue calcite raw crystal, this is going to be a reading where we're going to be looking at what your person does not want you to see about them. So this is really meant to be whatever they kind of hold back from you, what part of themselves they try to not show you, or, you know, it's like if they want you to see them in a certain way, what is it that they don't want you to see? So we are going to be starting off with an energy check-in, and I'm going to use another deck for that. So there will be an extended reading as well, if in case you guys feel like this really resonates and you want to go deeper into it. We'll probably get more into their feelings and things like that. But first, let's see how you would describe this person, this situation that we're going to be looking at, just so you guys can feel more confident that this is your reading. Okay, for pile number 1, how would they describe their connection with this person? Any details that can help them know that this is their reading? Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles here in the reverse. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Wands. How would they describe this connection, this person? Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Can we clarify the 7 of Coins in the reverse? Okay, we have the Devil. I don't think I need to cover this. Can we clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse? The 5 of Cups. Knave of Wands. Can we clarify? Alright, we have the King of Swords with the Knight of Swords. And then can we clarify the Queen of Wands, please? For how they view this person situation. 5 of Coins here in the reverse. Okay, Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I feel like, you know, I might need to cover this actually. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so there's a feeling here of, with the 7 of Coins in reverse with the Devil underneath, there's a feeling of maybe there being a sense of immediate gratification with this person, but when it comes to building something long-term with them, or like a feeling of if you put energy and attention into this, it doesn't, in your opinion, grow the way that you would want it to. And so I feel like you see the situation as something that is definitely somewhat of a disappointment. And it's like there could be a lot of passion between you two with the Devil and like the Knave of Wands here. So we also have Capricorn energy with the devil. But I also feel like you might feel like this connection isn't super like healthy for you. Okay, with the Knave of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I feel like this person might be somewhat impulsive. Like you might see them as someone who maybe doesn't fully think about what they say before they say it, or what they do before they do it. And I feel like with this Queen of Wands here, this could be like some frustration or anger that you even have toward this person potentially. Or at the very least, it feels like a lack of confidence that you feel in this situation. Like, I don't think that this situation makes you feel like your best self, or that I don't think that you feel completely honored here. This could even be like a cyclical situation where we like go back to it, or something impulsive happens, and then it's just like kind of the same old disappointment though, where it's like, okay, I feel like I might be going in a circle here, like nothing develops, nothing changes. It's just like this immediate gratification that later on leaves me feeling more empty and more upset, or like, yeah, like makes me feel worse than I felt before. And so it has that kind of like addictive quality to it, this connection, where it's like, yeah, there's immediate gratification, but then it's like every time we think it's not going to be exactly how it was like the last time. And so I feel like with the Eight of Swords, for me, this is a feeling of almost being like stuck in this. And I'm also getting that this could be one of those cycles as well, where it's like, because this person might cause you a feeling of abandonment or like emotional pain, it's almost like more addicting, because we like keep wanting to make it better by maybe entertaining it again. Or it's this feeling of, because this is kind of causing like a heartache or like a hole within me, it's like naturally I feel like it's the solution, or like instinctively I want to fill that void that was created though by like this situation, is how it feels. But there's just this feeling of like, I don't feel like I'm honoring myself, or I don't feel like I'm honored in this connection. But yeah, this could trigger like abandonment wounds here. So that's the kind of connection I'm picking up on here. So definitely interested to see what comes through for what this person doesn't want you to see about them. I realize that that title probably draws in an energy that's a little bit more, I don't know, like a feeling of not knowing if a person has good intentions or not. But let's see. So what does pile number one's person not want them to see about them? What part of themselves do they try to hold back, or what truth do they not really want them to see about who they are as a person? Okay. What truth, or what does pile number one's person not want them to see? All right, we have the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. And this can also be like what they don't want you to see about their behavior or their actions or just anything like that, or their intentions, whatever they don't want you to know about them, kind of. So we have the Three of Cups, Six of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. And all these are going to be upright for today's reading, just FYI. Okay, well, this one literally just came into reverse, so I will take it if it flips. Yeah, I'm getting a strong message already. Like, there's this sense of this person. Number one, they could be talking to multiple people. Or, yeah, I'm kind of getting that there's this feeling of number one, the first message was that this person really like feeds off of the attention of other people. And I feel like that can be like a motivation for them in relationships. But I feel like with the Ten of Cups here as well, there's a feeling of this person almost trying to come off like they have like a long-term plan with the King of Wands in reverse, like that there's a long-term vision that they have. And it might be this energy of kind of trying to, like, there could be a love bombing situation here, or a situation of, like, there's a sweet talking kind of an energy, or maybe promising about the future, or saying, like, I see everything with you, like, I feel like we could have it all, and that's, you know, and it's just kind of this feeling of, like, stroking another person's ego. But it's also the sense of they like being seen in this, like, they want to be seen as, like, a King of Wands upright. Someone who is capable of being that long-term happiness, but it feels like it's for their own ego. That they like the attention that they get when someone sees them in that way, because then, you know, it's like then they get put on a pedestal. It's like they want to be put on a pedestal. Can we clarify the Three of Cups? Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. I'm really getting two messages here. There's definitely multiple people that this person is talking to. Like, they're entertaining several options, and I also feel, though, that it's an illusion. Like, this person, what they don't want you to see is that they create illusions or fantasies. And they're not just doing this to one person. It's like they kind of live in fantasy. They like to play upon illusion and just like fantasy here. Like they say things that create a fantasy or a picture of who this person is that is not like accurate to reality. What else do they not want them to see about them? Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. And I feel like they may try to like they may like say like, oh, this is the truth, or they like to almost make it seem that there's like 100% honesty, or that they're absolutely sure about you, or about like whoever they're talking to. Can we clarify the Ten of Cups here? It also could even be a situation where this person may create like enough confusion about what their intentions are to kind of insinuate that they see a person in, like, that they see a happy future with them. Like, they might kind of, I don't know if I'm getting either that this person will be like, I'm absolutely sure about you, or they may try to say, well, you know, like, of course I see this possibility, but like, I don't know exactly what the future holds, or like, I don't know exactly what I want. Then it would be that this person does know exactly what they're doing, and they do have clarity. It's not that they don't know or feel confused, is like what I'm getting. It's giving that energy of like leading people on, you know, and like, because it's like multiple people here is how it feels. And if this isn't your situation, like if this doesn't resonate, if you didn't have like any like feeling that this person might be doing this to other people, you know, you don't have to take on this message at all. Can we clarify the Ten of Cups? We have the Nine of Pentacles. What do they not want them to see? Yeah, Seven of Swords here. And the Sun. Yeah, there's this feeling of like love bombing. We have Leo energy here. But it's coming through like a very like egoic energy, where it's like all about this person, like how they view themselves. Yeah, this person definitely could have fire in their chart with the King of Wands in reverse, like Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But I feel like this person really likes attention, and they really like being seen in a certain way. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords, though, it's like there's deception here, and there's strategy that this person is displaying. And with the Nine of Pentacles here, like that can be an energy of like being very independent and having a lot of abundance, and sort of like you have built it from the ground up, and like you do all this work to get what you have. And, you know, it's almost like this person is trying to give off a more empowered version of themselves, but it feels like it might even be in regards to career, like not even just relationships, that they really strategize, to like find success in life. Like it feels like there's like a schmoozing energy, and I don't know if charlatan is the right word, but it's coming through like that. Can we clarify the Nine of Pentacles here? Okay, we have the Five of Wands, and they also might try to make it seem like, I think this person really tries to hide the fact that there's competition or other people around. Like they're not this single person who is like ready for a long-term connection. Like I feel like this person puts people in competition. And I'm also getting as well though that like I feel like this person is very competitive and to get what they want in life. Like it feels like that. But it's also just coming through like competition. Like they're not, because the Nine of Pentacles is this energy of like being single and like kind of focusing on yourself as well. Like it's all about self-worth. But yeah, what they don't want you to see is that their worth as well comes from having multiple people's attention or feeling like people are fighting over them. Like they kind of like the drama of that. And that builds up their self-esteem. Can we clarify the Ace of Swords? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's giving, I'm certain about you, or like there's an energy here of like them hiding the fact that they are not, that they're juggling multiple things. Like it's not just one person. There are multiple things. That's the biggest thing that this person is hiding, is that they're juggling a lot. And there's a lot of fantasy, a lot of different storylines that they have going. And there's a really strong ego problem here with the King of Wands. It's like King of Wands, there's like, this is really giving ego like maniac kind of. Or just someone who's truly motivated by like attention. Okay. I'm trying to think of what deck. One second. I just wanted to figure out what deck would make the most sense to use. There's just a feeling of being very socially strategic as well. Like, maybe even like using a reputation, or like, it's giving an energy of being good at like talking to other people and getting them to like you. Like what's like charming, like this person's kind of a charmer. And it kind of obscures the truth of the situation. Like then it's like they distract people. And it's almost like somehow they kind of put this like mirage over everything. And it's almost like it's like they're able to like beat around the bush in some kind of a way. All right, what does pile number one's person not want them to see about them? All right, we have the fourth chakra. Yeah, we have adjacent possibilities here, that there's definitely not just one person that they're entertaining. That is the biggest thing I would say. Yeah, and I'm just like getting with that, their approach to love, or like their approach to relationships, is not heart-based. Like it feels very ego-based. What do they not want them to know? Yeah, third chakra in reverse. So it's like this person is actually not very confident in themselves. They have like a overactive, this person really thinks about themselves. Like they feel like they're the center of the universe, the sun here. It's like, and they feel okay doing that. But there's definitely it's coming through like, well, the only reason why someone would be like this is like they need so much outside validation. It's giving narcissistic, I'm not gonna lie, but like I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, but this person is definitely someone who like needs supply to their ego. And that's what it's about. It's about their ego. It's not about their heart. Like, and they might try to make it seem like it's very emotional or like they're actually looking for love here or that they're really caring, but no, like they are doing this for their ego, to bolster their ego. We have the thinking woman here in the reverse. Yeah, and so what I'm getting as well, there's a couple of things. It's coming through like, remember how I was saying it goes both ways, where on one level they really use other people's attention as food for their ego, but they also can be manipulative because they can really potentially get people to like them more by like love bombing. And, you know, someone else, if they can bolster up someone else's ego, it's like, that's a big part of their strategy here. And with the thinking woman in reverse, it's like, again, it's coming through like this person, they somehow have an ability, well, it's not somehow, like they use fantasy, love bombing, those kinds of things to bypass people's like discernment. It's like this person tries to, it's almost like this energy of keeping the conversation away, or it's like they have like these tactics, I don't even know what they are, but there's just these tactics here of avoiding being questioned or like avoiding having to, it's like, I don't know, there's just this energy of like when you're around them, it's like, oh, like I forgot to ask and like we're not questioning things. And it's like people cannot know why they feel kind of lost then. Yeah, trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move on. I'm thoughtful, focused, and clear. There's a feeling of like whatever this person's energy is like is they create a lack of clear thought and focus. Like they kind of distract from essential matters is how it feels, or it's just they have a way of really beating around the bush and I don't know, like keeping the conversation away from maybe the fact that there are other people involved, or like somehow they have this way of juggling a lot of different situations and people, and is giving somehow they manage to be strategic enough to not be noticed that there may be like red flags sometimes or certain things, but it's just like they have this tactic here to, and with adjacent possibilities, it couldn't be like explain certain things, or like they're just very good at deflecting from, this person's just like a BS, like they can really spew a lot of BS, and they have like a charming manner to them that can just be distracting to your own clarity, essentially. So, yeah, that's what I'm picking up for what this person doesn't want you to see about them. I know that message was not like super great to hear, but I'm glad you did hear it if it is resonating. For the extended reading, I definitely want to focus on getting you guys like a lot of guidance, because I feel like that would be very like needed here. But I'm going to look at this person's true intentions towards you. I want to look at how this connection is likely to continue to unfold. Like, what's the potential of the connection? Is it going to shift or change? And then we can get what this person would say if they're being honest, and then we'll get some guidance for you. So if that sounds like something you are interested in hearing more of, I'll have it linked down below. But other than that, thank you so much for joining me here. If you guys found it helpful, I'd appreciate if you're able to hit the like button, to leave a comment. Thank you to everyone who does interact with the channel like that. And if you want to see future pick a card readings from this channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Dreamy Moons Tarot and this orange calcite rock crystal, this is going to be a reading where we're going to be looking at what the person on your mind does not want you to see about them. So before we get into that, we are going to be doing an energy check-in using a different deck just to see how you would describe this person, this situation, and hopefully it'll give you a better idea of whether or not this is your pile. If you guys don't want to listen to this part, you definitely can just skip forward to when I start using this deck here. Please tune me into pile number 2's thoughts and feelings and viewpoint of the connection that they currently have on their mind coming to this reading. Please tune me into the connection that's most prominent on this person's mind. What would they say about this connection? I don't know why I really feel like I have to shuffle this. All right, one more and then we'll get in. All right, how would pile number 2, what would they say about this connection? Okay, we have the 4 of Cups. We have the King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Can we clarify the 4 of Cups, please? Page of Wands in the reverse. Can we clarify the King of Cups? The Fool in reverse. Okay, I'm getting a pretty clear message, but can we clarify the Ace of Swords? 3 of Swords. Can we clarify the Knight of Pentacles? Ace of Cups. 5 of Wands in the reverse here. Okay, so it feels like there's someone in this connection that is holding back, or it's almost this energy of not wanting to take a risk with the Fool in reverse here, and almost like playing things emotionally safe. But with the King of Cups, it's like there is deep emotions here, and I feel like someone does really have strong emotions. I feel for a lot of you, this will be your person's energy, where it's like you feel like your person is holding back, or like emotionally withdrawn from you. Like it could even be that they're not communicating right now, or in their communication with you, they're very, they're not really showing very much of their true emotions. And the King of Cups can be someone that has a lot of deep emotions, but it's kept behind underneath the surface, and it feels like someone's just playing it very, very safe, and even to a point of like not communicating emotionally, or just not, yeah, like not showing emotions. I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, this is representing things not really moving, or someone playing it very, very safe. Like I feel like there's this King of Cups person who's like not making any sudden movements, or someone who doesn't want to do anything suddenly. But I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's almost like because things are not moving, or someone's playing it so safe, or even procrastinating on communicating true feelings, it's like the love is running out, or the opportunity is starting to be missed. Like it's becoming a missed opportunity for this person. I feel that there could be someone who is afraid to take a chance in love because of having their heart broken, or because they have been hurt in love before. They have a hard time expressing it and fully communicating it, or just being completely honest and upfront about it with the Ace of Swords. It's this energy here of it feels like someone does know for a fact that they have very deep feelings for someone, but it's like they're still not really showing it, or they're coming across very held back and maybe even disinterested with the Four of Cups. Like they're not really excited about it or something, or that they don't, like that there isn't emotion or passion. It's kind of coming through very earthy and holding back passion, holding back emotion. And I feel like with the Five of Wands in reverse, it's almost like someone is avoiding conversation, avoiding, like, I don't know if it's conflict. It's not necessarily conflict to me. It's more like, yeah, it is giving that. It's giving almost playing things safe and almost being afraid of heartbreak or confrontation. Like this is someone who avoids like maybe direct conversations where they're almost, yeah, it's giving someone who's like confrontation shy. And I don't feel like it's confrontation here that would happen though. It's more like because someone is, it's coming through a little bit avoidant of intimate conversation, or it's almost like keeping things at a surface level and not really getting into the nitty gritty, not really getting into conversation that would maybe be more like, it's like almost keeping things on the surface. So we're avoiding any deeper problems, or it's almost like there's an elephant in the room. It's like there's an elephant in the room between you two. And I'm just hearing say something, I'm giving up on you as well. So that could be how you are feeling toward this person. Or if you, I don't know if you guys are the people that are holding back your emotions, and like maybe one person is reaching out to the other person, but they're not really being very receptive to that. It could also be that someone wants to be so sure of, like almost being too cautious, or like not wanting to say or do anything until they're absolutely sure about maybe not being rejected, or feeling very sure like they'll know what the outcome will be, but then it's causing them to move so slowly and to move so like playing it safe in every second and not really saying what they want or what they feel. So yeah, if that sounds like a dynamic that's going on, then this is probably a reading. If not, you might want to check out another pile. All right, so I am pretty sure that it's your person that is holding things back here. Because the question is, what do they not want you to know about them, or what do they not want you to see about them? And so I feel that it's probably a person who's trying to figure another person out. That is kind of wondering, like, why are they so held back? Like, what are they holding back? What do they not want me to, like, why are they holding back, essentially? But, okay, so for pile number 2's person, what is it that they don't want them to know about them? Or, oh gosh, what do they not want them to see? For some of you, it could be like, maybe this person like not being as confident, or being like nervous of messing up. Like I feel like this person could be very like afraid of messing something up or looking like a fool. It's also like reminding me of like the idea of being younger and having a crush on someone, but like never talking to them because like you feel too nervous, or it's like you almost are just gonna keep your distance, but there is like, because you feel like you'll freeze up or you'll say something stupid. Okay, so for pile number 2, what does their person not want them to see about them? Okay, the Knight of Swords. We have Justice in reverse. We have the King of Cups in reverse. 6 of Wands in the reverse. We have the Fool. Yeah, I'm really getting here that it's like this person is afraid of doing the wrong thing. Like they're afraid of, like, the Knight of Crystals is someone that is very confident in taking action and just saying their truth. But I feel like with the Six of Wands here, this is like a lack of confidence. And again, like this feeling of doing the wrong thing or saying the wrong thing. They may also feel like they're not good at expressing their emotions. Can we clarify justice here as to what they don't want them to see? We have the Star. So we have two Aquarius energies side by side. Can we clarify the King of Cups? The King of Swords. Yeah, so what I started to get here as well is like there's almost this feeling of this person not really having a strong sense of authenticity within themselves. Like there could be this fear of standing out or being different. And it's giving like people pleaser to the max with Justice in reverse, to a point where this would be the kind of person to, like, I'm getting a specific message. Let me just find this oracle explanation. Okay, so this is the kind of energy that I'm picking up from this person. They could have Libra in their chart, or Aquarius. There's a lot of air sign energy coming through. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So it says Librans are known for changing their minds and opinions. What is true one day may not be the next. Because they are so balanced, they see all sides of every issue, and they tend to vacillate and have trouble coming to any final decision. And so it's like there's procrastination when it comes to just like making a final decision and like standing by what you think, right? Especially with like the King of Swords in reverse here, there could be this energy of like, it's this lack of solidity when it comes to their perspective and what they think about something. It's like hard for them to like, there's an energy. So think about how Libra is the opposite of Aries energy. Aries is very much that kind of energy where a person knows exactly who they are. Their actions are always backed by what that person wants. Like they don't worry too much about the other people in the scenario. Like they just go after what they want. They say what they mean. And like they can be kind of confrontational, if anything. Like they're ruled by Mars, where they can, you know, they'll say their opinion and not worry if someone has an opposite opinion to them. This is the kind of person who's the opposite of that, where it's like they won't say anything because they're like hyper sensitive to maybe what other people think. And so it's hard for them to clarify what it is that they believe and what and how they feel. It's hard for them to stand by like their individual, their authenticity, right? Yeah. And if you guys watch Vanderpump Rules, this is coming through very much like Schwartz, where if you guys don't watch that, it's like he's just this character that I feel can kind of be like everybody's friend in a way. And it's like he always avoids conflict, and like he has a hard time like standing up for things, especially if it's like, and the main issue that he had in his relationships was like just almost like it's almost like a two-faced nature, where it's like if you're talking to one person, you're going to say what they want to hear because you're going to mirror back to them their beliefs, rather than, it's like this energy of keeping the peace and avoiding confrontation. And so I think that this person may be so used to doing that, and that's like just a really big part of who this person is, to a point where they have a lot of trouble like asserting themselves. And maybe if it's like they can't come to a decision. It's like, it's also like a fear of commitment and like a fear of just choosing one path, like one decision. So it says, Librans have a tendency to change their minds at the last minute. They will float along waiting for matters to resolve on their own without pushing as hard as they need to. That's what I feel is happening here as well. So it says, when Libra card turns up, it's an indication you're riding the fence over something and need to make a decision soon. If you do not make your decision, it will be made for you. The potential of you not liking the ending is high if you do not act and decide soon. It's like take action, decide, take decisive action. It says it's important not to sacrifice your own feelings or desires simply because you hope to avoid a conflict. Yeah, so I just feel that that's an energy that this person has. Like being agreeable, playing along. Like choosing a laid back approach where it's like this person does not want to stand out or do anything that would be controversial. Like this person likes to fit in to a degree where they may but not betray themselves, but like sacrifice their own wants and needs. Can we clarify the Six of Wands in reverse? Yeah, we have the Magician in reverse. And this is something, we have the Ten of Swords at the back of the deck. It's like this is something that blocks this person from, well, this can be about communication as well. If this person has issues like expressing themselves. And it's also an issue when it comes to manifesting or creating something that they want. They can oftentimes fail to take the action that they need to take in order to create the outcome that they are looking for. And so with the Six of Wands in reverse, this is really talking about a lack of like confidence with the Magician in reverse, a lack of belief in yourself. Yeah, and it's like, imagine the Magician upright is someone who really goes after what they want, and like there's kind of like they're very good at, it's not manipulation, but it's like manipulating the situation, not underhandedly, but just doing, it's like you're going to have a strong impact on the outcome because you're involved and you are saying the right things. You're saying the things and you're speaking and taking actions that are intentionally trying to create a certain outcome that you want. And I just want to read a very classic definition of the Magician in reverse. This is from Biddy Tarot, which I always randomly read sometimes, but it says, the Magician in reverse shows you are exploring what you wish to manifest, but you're not taking action yet. You're uncertain if you have everything you need and may be unsure of how to make it happen. Yeah, and so it says, stay attuned to your intuition and pay attention to opportunities as they arise. Yeah, and so that's kind of what I'm there in that energy when it comes to the Magician. And it really comes from, there's like a kind of a disconnection with self, or it's kind of this feeling of like, I don't trust my own emotions. Like it's almost, it's like this person has a hard time standing by their own truth. Like, this is my truth in the situation. It's almost like they can overthink things to such a point that they like don't know what their truth is. And so they can get kind of far removed from their emotional truth in a situation. It's like they can even convince themselves that they don't know what they think, but it comes from these underlying thought processes that are so thinking about everything from every angle, thinking about what everyone else thinks, what everyone else wants, and that impacting this own person's decision-making process. And it's giving, just like with the Fool here, it's like they are not the kind of person to just do something on a whim or like do something impulsive because it's like that's how I was feeling and thinking in that moment. And I'm just going to trust that, and I'm just going to like kind of flow with that. It's like this person could get really, they get in their own way a lot. Definitely could have a lot of air sign energy here. We don't have the Lovers, but Gemini is also coming through. I just want to get some oracle cards now. By the way, there will be an extended reading. I feel like for this reading, it would be helpful to look at what this person's true feelings are for you. I also want to look at what their current intentions are and what next action they are going to take or not take, like what you can actually expect from this person. And then we'll get guidance for you on what's in your highest good for this connection. All right, some of these are reversed, but I'm just going to probably flip them upright. So what does pile number 2's person not want them to see about them? Or what are they not seeing about them even? And it's like Aquarius energy has this energy of almost being shamelessly yourself and like almost fighting for, almost like taking pride in being different and like not being mainstream or like not just always going with the status quo. Like Aquarians take a lot of pride in that energy. But this person's very opposite to that. It's this energy of, oh, I can't do that because what if people think this? Or, you know, what if people don't approve of this decision, you know? Yeah, we have, look at this. These two are already very relevant, but okay, so can we get some clarifying cards here to see what pile number 2's person tries to have pile number 2 not see about them? Okay, we have fire ant. Yeah, we have spider, fish, 100%, 100%. And then the hummingbird here. Okay, so yeah, and even with the scorpion, I see that. Okay. I feel like this is the kind of person that could literally be wronged, or like people could, this is someone who kind of doesn't have a backbone sometimes, where if someone is mean to them, like they'll let it go like way too quickly. And I feel like this is the kind of person who will like let things just come to a painful ending and like not be happy with what happened, but it was because they just couldn't take action in a way. So with the fire ant here, this is really speaking to me that this person is so conflict avoidant. Like they run the heck the other way from any kind of like conflict. And I also feel though that if someone's like unhappy with them, or like let's say that they like maybe they know, for example, that you know they have been like avoiding you, or just like you might be expecting something from them. It's like this person is extremely afraid of like people not being happy with them, or it's like they don't want to even be seen. It's like they're trying to hide from the I don't know. I'm just saying for some of you guys, if there is this feeling of like this person needing to own up to something, or like it's like you can't just avoid this. They really avoid certain things. And it's this energy of like not wanting to face what they need to face. And I feel like this person may have like people in their life that they kind of just like hide from because they don't want to face it if they've hurt them or upset them in some way. But yeah, with this spider here, I'm not surprised to see this because this reminds me of the Magician card. This person struggles when it comes to making their dreams a reality. Like it's this energy of not, it's like despite the outcome or despite the fluctuations, and like think about how spiders' webs are very, like the wind blows against them and like they're pretty strong. But it's like even if a spider's web gets destroyed or something, or like then they'll just get right back to work and continue on their dream. Like they're not, spiders don't give up is kind of the energy here. This is the kind of person to give up when it gets hard and kind of just be pushed in whatever direction. With the fish here, this is like really strong what I'm getting from this person. Yeah, so it says restless, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, more movement. This roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but it leads to wariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. Distracted changes mind often. Like that's this person's energy. And like what they're meant to do is set a goal and like accomplish it. And so just for like the spider in juxtaposition to that is like the opposite of that. So it's like creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. Yeah, it says be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work will become like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Yeah, and so what I'm getting is like being process-oriented, where we're not so worried about what the outcome is to a point where we either get very discouraged very quickly, because it's like the process of things oftentimes can be very up and down, right? I feel like this person can sometimes be so focused on the outcome, and either they feel that it's too daunting to like go on that journey toward it, because they're so focused on the result that they're not realizing that if they just take it step by step, they can get there. Yeah, so I'm seeing that. And then, but I'm also seeing that they can be so focused on the goal that it's like, let's say they take one step and then there's like a setback. It's like, then they're immediately just like, never mind. Like I you know, like I'm pushed off my course. Like I'm just going to go in the flow of that direction. I kind of forgot what my original goal was. Yeah. And so I'm also seeing with the hummingbird here, the idea that's coming through for that is the fact that the hummingbirds are like, we don't understand, I guess, like how they're able to fly. Like we don't understand that. And so they're kind of like doing the impossible. And I feel like this person can really limit themselves or have like a lot of self-limiting beliefs, and like maybe sometimes fall into more of like a pessimistic or like cynical energy. So like rather than being optimistic and like we can do it, they can kind of talk themselves out of things really quickly, and that holds them back from reaching their goals in life. And that holds them back from, there's kind of like a, what's the word, like there's a little bit of a cowardice here, and like almost making excuses as to why we can't do something. Yeah, it's self-sabotage as well, where it's like this person, it's not to say that they don't want those things though. Yeah, it's kind of like, imagine, for example, like you really want a job, you really, really want a job, and you're given an interview, and you're really anxious that you're not going to get the job because you're so excited about it, that a part of you might subconsciously like not prepare for the interview or something, or like miss the interview, or like get distracted by something else and not prepare. It's like, it's almost like avoiding what needs to be done so you can ensure that you're doing the most that you can to ensure that you're going to be successful in something. Yeah, that's really what I'm picking up on as to, and I don't know if this person feels a sense of, I don't know. I just feel like they may feel slightly embarrassed by this, or it's kind of being like not very strong in your masculine energy, because the masculine energy is all about like movement and doing. And so this person sometimes can actually be very much in a feminine energy, where it's like you're just going with the flow, and it's almost like if it comes to me, that's how I need it to happen. Like I feel like I can't assert myself to achieve it. Like yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting here. And so they really put off responsibility for their outcomes. This person has a hard time also with justice in reverse. The justice card is really about understanding cause and effect. Like your actions or lack of actions are what create your reality and your circumstances. And so I feel like this person has a habit of like not reaching their goals, or like sort of missing opportunities, or not doing what they need to do, and then kind of not wanting to see that it was their action or their lack of action that created this outcome, you know, or it was like them getting distracted towards something else. And then it's like this energy of needing to understand that that was on them, and they need to kind of face that instead of running away from responsibility and accountability for their life and their goals. and like doing what they need to do to make sure that they're successful. It's like with the hummingbird here, it's this energy of, like if you're gonna run a marathon and like that's something you really want to do, it's going to be important that you're eating healthy and that you're training and that you're building up your strength. I feel like what this person would do is like not train at all and then be like, oh, well, I can't do the race because I didn't train. And then it's like, okay, you know, it's like, it's kind of like that. So yeah, let's get into the extended now. Again, we'll be looking at how this person truly does feel about you. We'll be looking at their current intentions, their next actions or non-action, and then we'll be getting you some guidance on this person. So hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the reading, I'd appreciate if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. I really thank those of you that do interact with the channel. And if you want to see future readings, I would love for you to subscribe. Also, just something else I'm picking up on is like, there's also like a Pisces energy coming through with the fish. And it's like the Pisces and Libra energy. It's like, sometimes we can get we can get so caught up in like the other that we kind of lose our own individual self. And it's that lack of like strong sense of self, that lack of I. You know, it's like, yes, we're all connected and we're all one, like even in our relationships and with the rest of the world, but it's kind of like this energy of how do you differentiate yourself though? We are all separate selves as well as people in a system. Yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Sacred Journey of Bees Tarot and this Clear Quartz Heart, this is going to be your your reading, where we're looking at what your person does not want you to see about them. So we're going to be starting off with an energy check-in to see how you would describe this person, this connection, whatever your perception of what's going on or anything about this person, just to help you guys feel more sure that this is your reading. And if this doesn't resonate, I would probably just pick out or pick another pile and see if that is more in alignment with your situation. Okay, so please tune me into the connection for pile number 3 that is on their mind as they're watching this reading. Please tune me into the connection, the person that's on their mind. What would they say to me about this connection, this person? All right, I just want to get one more good shuffle and then we'll get in. What would pile number 3 say about this connection? 2 of Pentacles here in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is I feel like you would say maybe that this person didn't seem to have like their priorities straight in their life. Or it's almost like they weren't taking their life super seriously. And maybe there was a little bit of immaturity when it came to this person's approach to relationships or even their approach to their life. Like just not really having their priorities straight or their life in balance in some way. Maybe this person really focusing a lot on more superficial connections or like the single partying kind of life. Maybe even someone who didn't seem to have a lot of ambition or like plans for their future here. Okay, can we clarify the 2 of Pentacles in reverse? We have Judgment in the reverse. Can we clarify the Page of Pentacles? 2 of Swords. Can we clarify the 3 of Cups? 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's a feeling here of someone who wasn't taking a lot of responsibility in their life or didn't know what they wanted. Like this is someone who did not know what direction they were going in. I'm also kind of getting with Judgment here, almost like I'm seeing like a Saturn return card where it's like this person maybe has been avoiding stepping into a more mature sense of self, like almost avoiding being fully adult. And maybe someone who was kind of trying to someone who didn't really want to look at their choices or look at their lifestyle. So, yeah, someone who didn't want to do that. Like it's almost someone who was ignoring a wake-up call as well, or someone who really needed a wake-up call, but didn't want to see that, didn't want to see maybe that it was time to level up or get more serious. Can we clarify the Eight of Cups? We had the High Priestess. And then the Three of Wands here. So yeah, I feel like you guys would say that you guys have had to walk away from this just because like your intuition was telling you all of this. Like maybe it's possible that like you kind of just started to get the feeling that this was not going to be an emotionally fulfilling situation. Like your gut was kind of beginning to tell you that this was maybe a situation that you would need to move on from. And with the Three of Wands here, to me, this is like a lack of expansion. Also just not the results that you want. Like you're wanting things to unfold a certain way, but then it's like not getting what you had hoped to get from a situation, or like the results. It's like the results that you were hoping for are not coming. So, and it may be that you feel that this person, like maybe you have to walk away for them to get a wake-up call about what they need to figure out. Yeah, if that makes, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's kind of like maybe you were hoping that this person would kind of wake up and start to see their behaviors better, or start to see what they need to do in order to level up. But maybe you're just feeling like they weren't really listening to that, or they weren't heeding the call, essentially, to a higher version of themselves. Like there's a lack of elevation, like they weren't elevating themselves. And you could have gotten tired of waiting for that. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so for pile number 3, what does their person not want them to see about them? What does pile number 3's person not want pile number 3 to see about them? Have I been saying pile number 3? I don't know. What does pile number 3's person not wanting them to see? All right, we have the Two of Cups here in the reverse. We have the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands. What do they not want them to see? All right, so we have Alchemy here, which is Temperance in reverse. We also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles clarifying that. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay. So like the first message that's coming through, I just want to make sure that we're all in view. Okay, with the Two of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is an energy of not, not prioritizing a relationship. Like, I feel like this is someone who maybe takes you, takes you for granted in a sense. Someone that really needs to give more, or prioritize the relationship, essentially. Like, there's a sense here of like the Two of Cups in reverse can be this energy where you're just starting to feel like one person isn't putting in the same amount of effort and energy, and like it's this energy of not feeling appreciated from that. And with the Page of Wands and Sagittarius, like I feel that there's this energy of this person almost wanting to, with the Page of Wands, it's giving this energy of wanting to be free or wanting to like kind of keep exploring their life in a way and not wanting to have to like temper themselves out. It's also possible with Temperance in reverse that it's like this person may it's like with the Two of Pentacles in reverse as well, there's a feeling here of like this person not doing a good job of balancing like maybe a relationship and then the rest of what they're doing. It's almost like this person doesn't want to have to balance out different elements of their life. And maybe relationships are just something that doesn't come first to them. But also with the Alchemy in reverse, or which is usually Temperance, is about patience. There's a feeling here of this person isn't doing the, they're not balancing themselves out. It's like they don't want it to be seen that like they don't pour into things. And so it's like, what's interesting here is like with the Seven of Pentacles, like I feel like you are actually seeing this person in a Seven of Pentacles reverse energy where it's like, okay, I'm putting energy into this, but I'm not getting any growth or long-term results here. Like I'm not seeing the benefits of my labor, even as I wait over time. And it's almost like they don't want you to see that the reason for that is because they aren't pouring into the relationship. But like, how would you not be able to see that? I don't know, but they don't want you to see that that isn't what their priority is. It's like this person isn't very long-term. Like there's this energy of not wanting to be seen for the fact that they don't have long-term staying power, or that they're not like, there's a lack of balance regardless. The Six of Pentacles and the Temperance, it's like there is a lack of, and the Two of Cups, like a lack of harmony within their relationships, a lack of balance, a lack of equal give and take. Can we clarify the Two of Cups in reverse? We have the Tower. Can we clarify the Page of Wands? We have the Empress. Can we clarify Temperance? The Knight of Swords. Can we clarify the Six of Pentacles? The Five of Cups. And the Five of Swords at the back of the deck. Okay. I really feel like this is someone that doesn't really put work into relationships, doesn't really build relationships on the foundation of equal, like the foundation of, what's the word for this? We're not building on solid ground, and we're also not building the relationship. It doesn't have staying power. So the Tower is all about something that maybe builds up. And with this person, maybe they move very quickly. Like they may very quickly take action, or like there might be something impulsive about this person where it's like they'll say that they're very sure about something, although they're not coming from a balanced place though. It's like they do or say things. I just heard ask for forgiveness later. Like it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Like that's the energy. It's like this person doesn't want you to see that they are not taking measure to think about this connection before they do certain things that may disrupt the connection, if that makes sense. Like, it's almost like, yeah, and then the Six of Pentacles, again, it's ask for forgiveness later. So it's like, it's like this person, instead of doing what they need to do and like pouring into the connection, it's almost like they want to come to you, or this might be an attribute of a relationship that they have. They're very used to like coming and asking for forgiveness, or being like, I didn't mean to do that. Or please give me a chance. Like, the Seven of Pentacles, it's really giving this energy of this person not being someone who understands the concept, or they don't like to do things the long and hard way and slowly. It's almost like instead they take these actions that disrupt things, or even in their life, it's like they might do certain things from an imbalanced place, not thinking about what the repercussions of it will be. And then they want to be in this position of, oh, I have like nothing to give, or like I can't give to this because of this. But it's like, you sabotaged this. Like, you did sabotage this. The Empress. It's like it's what's kind of coming through is like a mother-child relationship, where it's like this person isn't coming to relationships on an equal standing. It's almost like they want to be the kid that creates disruptions and makes a mess and like does all these things and like doesn't learn from them, or doesn't think before they act. And then it's almost like they want someone to have a bunch of patience with them when they mess up. And like they want someone to rebuild the tower for them. Yeah, like that's really what I'm getting. Like, they want a mother-child relationship of like unconditional love and patience as they continue to act like a child and mess things up. And when everything falls apart, it's like crawling back and wanting that kind of a relationship where it's like, no, like you need to do better. Like, you need to act differently. It's like this person doesn't want to accept that kind of responsibility. Instead, they want to act like they can't do it with the Five of Swords. They refuse to learn from. They refuse to really see how this isn't sustainable, or like a real relation. They don't want that responsibility, or they don't want to have to step up in that way toward a real relationship where it takes time and effort, and over time it builds, and you can't just like have it go back to how it was. Like, it's almost like, what is it like? It's almost this energy of wanting to be in a relationship where there's like a lot of love and abundance, wanting that to be built overnight without putting all the work into it. And it's almost like expecting that when it comes tumbling down, it's just going to be it's not like, I don't know. I'm trying to put this into words, the perception that this person has. It's like, it's this energy of not really respecting the process of building trust and mutual effort that it takes to build a relationship, and like taking that for granted. And so it's like doing these things that completely tear it apart, and then not seeing how bad that is, or seeing how destructive that is. This person's very destructive. And it's like not respecting a relationship, not respecting the consequences of that, because they want mommy to be here to make everything okay. Yeah, this is... Can we clarify what pile number 3's person does not want them to see about them? We have octopus. We have fox in reverse. We have a rabbit. And we have the horse here. There's this energy of this person like making their own messes. And with the octopus, it's almost like they expect in relationships, because the octopus is someone that there's like a lack of boundaries when it comes to the octopus. And so they might be used to like codependent relationships where they like make a whole mess out of things. And it's like they're not expected to be this horse. The horse is this very determined energy that always follows through and reaches all of its goals. It's also an earth energy. It's like instead this person like there's this energy of almost creating all this stress around them and all this chaos, and then being like, I can't do anything. Like, see, this is why I can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And it's like almost distracting from their lack of strength and ambition and reliability. It's like, no, like you're the reason, like you have to have more willpower and focus and like loyalty, instead of kind of expecting other people to be there to take responsibility for you. Because with the octopus, it's almost like they expect someone else to be a part of their problems, to take responsibility with them. And the fox is all about being loyal, and just the fact that it's here in reverse, it's almost like they want someone who's extremely loyal to them and is there to soothe them, but wanting their freedom as well. I don't know. This is just feeling very, I don't know. The song that's coming through for me is You Broke Me First. And then it's like, you asked me to fix it. And like me, I did. It's like when everything falls apart. Yeah. And it's like, where'd you get the nerve? Like, you broke me first. Like, not realizing that you did, like, you caused the disharmony in this relationship. You did that. And it's almost like not seeing that you were the person that created this and caused the situation where someone maybe has to move away from them or put up a boundary with them. All right, can we clarify this energy? Blossoming abundance, the thinking woman. Yeah, they're like relying on someone else. Instead of creating their own happiness and instead of investing in their own life, it's like they want someone to love them and like be their brain almost and ensure their success. It's like they don't... Yeah, they want someone else to take responsibility for their decisions and their abundance rather than that person focusing on their own life. It's like they really want someone else to be responsible for them and their success. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. For the extended reading, I want to look at... Gosh, what do I want to look at? Let's look at what this person's true intentions are toward you. Let's see what they would say to you if they were being completely honest with you. Let's see how, like, what their next actions are going to be, and then we'll get guidance for you on whatever you need to hear on this connection, whatever you need to know. So I'll have that link down below if you're interested. But other than that, if you guys found this reading helpful, I would really appreciate if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you want to see more readings from my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for being here and letting me read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon.